Oh hey guys, this is Misfit. Just be giving a tiny little update video. The reason for this is because if you've been keeping track of any of my IM programs, you'll know that the GPU heatsink cooling fan in my good computer, which is the Sager MP8130, it didn't die, but it basically got to the point it sounded like grindy and it vibrated the computer to hell and back, which usually seems to suggest that a bearing went out and it's going to die soon. Because of this, it got so drastic in my mind that I shut that computer off for about a week. But not quite. Anyways, if you can actually hear that little ring, that's my phone. Don't worry about the phone. Anyway, I'm going to show you this. This is the old fan, the offending piece. My shadow's in the way. But yeah, that was the front and this is the back of it. But yeah, I got my replacement fan today. If you guys are wondering, on the case of, like, if you have a model that's like mine, an NP8130, and I think even a 50 or 70, you know, the 8150 or the 8170, you can probably get this same kind of fan and it will work for all three of them. You have to probably email Sager, you know, Sager Midterm Computers, which is the place that made these computers and this fan. You probably need to contact them like through email or through the RMA form service and request a fan order, which is what I did. I actually got a little help from Exotic PC, which is the place that actually made my computer, despite the fact that it's a Sager model. But yeah, I think I'm even going to next month get a backup fan in case the none I just got decides to fail down the road. Because I've only had this computer a year and a half, and this fan, it went out after about a year and a half. Now, granted, I did run it at pretty high strength a lot of the time due to the way I use my computer to play games and stuff, but some people still say it should have lasted another year or two anyway, so I just want to be safe because I don't know if they're going to discontinue the parts at any point in the future. I don't know if the 9130 or 50 or 70 models, which are now the new versions that are actually being made, will actually support this same fan piece or not. Yeah, sorry, I'm showing you a different fan constantly. I'm just kind of blabbing to myself. And also, say hello to the other computer which I was using while I had to shut that one over there off. Yeah, that's a good one over here, and this one is the, I'm not going to say it's the same as the old Dell. It's still better than the Dell by a long shot. It actually ran Minecraft rather well, despite having a graphics card in it. It also, of course, ran Terraria decently, but, well, pretty good, but Terraria is not a very high graphics-intensive game to begin with. I kind of half expected Terraria to work, but not so much Minecraft to be as well as it ran. It did get the computer pretty frickin' hot, of course. This thing doesn't have a special option that this one has. And see, I think part of the reason that one might have gone out as soon as it did is because there's an option on the Sager models. If you press the FN or the function key plus the number 1, not F1, but just the number 1, it'll put the fan on 100% power. And I like to do that to keep my computer as cool as possible because I want to keep my processor alive. Because I plan to have this computer for a good long time. I bought this thing for $1,600, $1,700, $1,800. It was a pretty expensive computer last year, back in like March when I actually got it. I don't want this thing to die. That's why I turned it off so quickly when the fan really started to sound like it was going to go out. But yeah, the fan has been put back in. I just recently rebooted this computer for the first time in a week, and it seems to be working alright. And I'm glad that's the case. But yeah, this one here, since it was kind of the savior of the time, it kept me from going completely insane, is a Asus, I believe, K53 B4T4D, I believe. Now, the big downside about this computer is that despite the low cost of about $430 some I got it for, it does not have its own graphics card. And I don't really think, from what I've heard, that you can put one in this. Now, I might have gotten the model name wrong here. I'm just trying to recite it off memory, but yeah, I've been using that one. It had 4 gigs upon arrival. I bought another 4 for it and installed that. Yay me, I'm learning how to deal with hardware a little better. Anyway, yeah, I used that. Again, I'm surprised it ran Minecraft as well as I did. Although I did have to use the memory allocation option on Java to allocate enough space, but other than that, it actually ran pretty well. I'm probably going to move my worlds that I was working on this computer over to the other one, though I don't know how much I'll be playing Minecraft on this one, because I might have other things to do since I'm finally back on it again. But yeah, I figured I never actually showed this computer off, I might as well do so. So, that's the Aces for you. Hope you guys enjoy it. But anyway, I probably need to stop the recording now, and I'll leave you out with this. I'm not going to trash this thing or destroy it. It is still slightly alive, but I also want to have it as reference to what these look like in case someday Sager stops selling them and maybe another place might have a few in reserve, like a final testament to the models. And also for like the historical purposes and archives. But yeah. Yay. Oh, I don't think I ever showed you that. That was a painting from my grandmother who lived in, near Cumberland, Kentucky. Sorry about my clothes and my walkie-talkies being in the way. But yeah. Alright, panoramic shot. That matters to you probably. So yeah. I'm gonna bid you all adieu. I don't usually make these videos this close together, but obviously circumstances kind of warranted otherwise. So with that, I will bid you adieu and talk to you all later.